Alright, first day going at it. Today is November 3rd, I believe. Yes, today is November 3rd. What I have right now is a short of 25 shares with RGLS. I shorted it because it went up 150% in one day. It is a biopharmaceutical company, so that happens all the time. It did drop down to about 110% before it closed, and then it's gone up back up to 150% since about $6 because it's at about $20 right now. I shorted it at $12.75, so I'm down about $176. It is potentially still going up, and that's before commission too, so it'll be about 100 and I'm not sure if they add it beforehand or not, but it's gonna be about $186 to $196 loss. I'm waiting until earnings does come out, which is on the 5th, so I have to wait another 2 days, about Wednesday or Thursday maybe, to see the reaction time. If it's bad, it'll drop, and then I can go ahead and cover for maybe a smaller loss than what it's at right now. As well as I have 1,794 shares that I bought of MEIL, which is Methys Energies, and what that is a biofuel company. And I've got another 1,900 shares with Trade King, so I bought about that 1,794 at $2.15, and it was meant to go up because it was on some good news about having more rail cars that were bought, and that's their biggest thing, is selling rail cars of biofuel. And so I was hoping I'd make a quick profit there, but it didn't end up that way. I started going down a little bit. I didn't want to sell it. I could have sold it for a couple $100 loss. Instead, I kept it. It dropped all the way down to 80 cents. So I was at more than 50% loss because my whole account's in it, basically. I was positive about $30 on my Trade King account with that when I traded it, but I decided not to sell it. As well as, if I would have bought it pre-market, which I was going to, then I would have made money, about $900, and then I could have got out and been done with this almost 4 or 5 months ago. But unfortunately I didn't, so I bought it during the market hours, and it's not doing so hot. So I've got that amount of shares, so about 3,694, and yeah, and then 25 short for RGLS. I've got about $600 left in cash to invest in, so I might go ahead and pick something else up today. Or, unfortunately, I would actually be positive right now on RGLS, but stupid TD Ameritrade doesn't allow me to short anymore. It says they can't find any more of the RGLS to short, which I think is bullshit. I might buy more MEIL if it drops below $1, but nothing before then, unless I do take off the basic. And then ISR, I was gonna get in Friday at $1.58, 59, 160 ish, and it spiked up to 179. So I would have made a quick $60 profit after commission there. Unfortunately, I didn't do that. I missed a spike on GoPro because bad news came out after I had bought it at $64. It went up to 71. My buddy told me not to sell, so I hung on to it. It dropped down to about 66. I just took the profit for commission, so I got out at no profit, no loss. So I was okay with that, and then it dropped down to 64. I should have bought back because earnings came out the next day and it spiked up to 81, which would have made me another $150 or so if I would have sold the first time and then bought down at 64 again and then sold again at 81-ish. So I'm missing out there. GoPro is back down, so that's good. Well, kind of. It's I believe it dropped down to $75 pre-market this morning, so I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at the stocks now, see if there's anything new that I could invest in, and kind of do a quick scan to find any potential buyers. I do have a list of stuff that I look for on my whiteboard right there that I've seen in the past that's done really good, really bad, neutral, or things that can go both ways. So let's go ahead and take a look. And today's November 3rd, like I said, 2014, first day of the Rags to Riches vlog. So potential buy, Nymx. It is down on a failure of their drug. It failed to meet this primary efficacy endpoints, that's what it says, and it's dropped from $5 to 67 cents. It did drop down to a low of 56 cents earlier, so I might pick up maybe a couple hundred shares, play it, hopefully come out on top. Really big risk, so we'll find out. I'm up $10 on RGLS, now 8. Hopefully it drops. Hopefully people get scared before the earnings come out, and then earnings is bad as well and it drops even more. I just want to get out of it at somewhat profit. If not, anything will work. And yeah, so I'm missing out on Nymx. Let me go ahead and see if I can make a trade here. I put a buy order for 820 shares at 72 cents. I should have bought at 60 cents because it's reached a high of 93-ish, and it's about to break through. So I wouldn't be surprised if this hits $1, if not $1.20, which would be double what I would have had, which would have made me $600 off my $600 investment. As of now, if I would have invested at 60 cents, I would have made $300 off of 60 or 600. So I would have made 50% within 3 hours of opening. I was gonna buy on the dip at 89 cents. It is now hitting 93, 94. So I could have made another 5 cents right there, which would have made me about $30, which to me isn't worth it. It's only $10 profit after commission, and I'm not sure if it's actually gonna pass 93, 94 levels. Obviously, if it does, that would be a nice profit because it would keep going higher. If not, then I'm pretty sure it's going to start a new trend of downtrending, so I didn't want to get in on that. So I'm going to play it safe, just throw in a 72 cent order. So it's not ever going to get hit basically until I want it to, and so I'll lower it when I want it to. So yeah. Alright, so unfortunately I didn't jump into Nymx. Still too risky. I mean, when somebody's basically their product fails completely and that's the only thing that they have, I don't really expect it to go much higher. I could have played the bounce today, but I decided not to. I decided to play it safe, which is unusual for me, so you'll be soon to see something a little bit more risky later. But RGLS looks like it only went up 9 cents today, so it looks like it's hovering to find out what it's gonna do at during earnings. So I'll wait to see that. And then MEIL went up a little bit today, still not past the high of last week, and so I'll just keep hanging on to that. And yep, today is November 3rd, market's closed, and positions are still held, nothing new.